A warm welcome to everyone here today. Thank you for coming. This is the presentation of the Open Day for the Master's Program in Management, Marketing and Finance. I'm Cristina Bettinelli, the director of the program. I'm here today with different speakers who will support me in the presentation of this beautiful journey. And I will start now leaving the floor to our director, Professor Giovanna Zanotti, director of the Department of Management, as well as full professor of finance. So Giovanna, the floor is yours.
Welcome to everybody, and I'm Giovanna Zanotti. I'm the director of the Department of Management, and I'm very pleased to be here with you today. My role today is just to give you welcome to this Open Day and to welcome you in case you decide to enroll in our master program. I just want to give you a few words about the program. This is the second year of the Master in Management, Marketing and Finance. We are very proud about the first year, and I think that we can still improve the quality of the course. Now, Professor Bettinelli, Professor Andreini, and Professor Geragno will explain you all the characteristics of the master program. What I want to do with you is to try to answer a very important question, that is, why study Management, Marketing and Finance, and why study Management, Marketing and Finance at Bergamo University? For the first question, why should I study Management, Marketing and Finance? I think that if you're here, you already have the idea to have a career in management, marketing, or finance. As you will see, these are three very different curricula inside the master program. And so the master program offers you the possibility to specialize in one of these fields. However, we decided to offer you these three curriculum together to give you also the possibility to have the flexibility to choose between marketing, finance, because the real world is not just a black box where you only do marketing, when you only do finance, but most of the time you have to interact. The second question, why should we study Management, Marketing and Finance at Bergamo University? First answer, the quality. We believe that the course have a very high quality. We have a lot of visiting professors teaching with us. For those of you that want to have a very international experience, not only in terms of language of the course, but also in terms of visiting professors. Another very important reason to study with us is we are very close to Milan. And this is important for two reasons. One, because Milan is the most international city in Italy. And the second one is that Milan and Bergamo represent one of the area with the highest development in terms of opportunities. So studying in Bergamo will offer you the possibility to have contacts with lot of institutions, lot of cooperation, lot of financial intermediaries. And there is another reason to study in Bergamo, that Bergamo is a very beautiful city. So for those of you that maybe still do not know Bergamo and Bergamo University, Bergamo is a wonderful place. And I think that the video that will follow my presentation and it's going to start will give you an introduction to the beauty of Bergamo. So hope this welcome day will clarify your question, will help you to understand what we do, and I hope to see you in the future in Bergamo. Thank you.
So here we go, ready with the slides. Perfect. So again, welcome to this presentation of the Master's Degree Program in Management, Marketing and Finance. We have been working very hard in order to create, like Professor Zanotti has just said, a meaningful learning experience for you all. So let's stress what is the major focus of this master. First of all, the master aims at offering you an understanding of all the dynamics, especially at the firm level of analysis regarding digitalization, internationalization, finance, and marketing. In our aim to give an identity that is specific to this master, we have decided to create 3 different majors. The first one is International Management and Digital Business. The second, Marketing Management, and also, last but not least, Banking and Finance. We will now explain you something regarding the overall design of the program, and then we will dig deep into each major. We will talk about the internationalization of the program, the teaching methods, and the job opportunities. In terms of international opportunities, we are proud to say that we offer many possibilities to students who aim at exploring foreign countries during their period of studies. We offer a complementary degree program in global business in partnership with the Nizhny Novgorod University in Russia and the Johannes Kepler University in Leeds, Austria. According to this program, students take 1 year abroad. They participate into an international multicultural class together with Austrian and Russian students, and they spend about 3 months in Russia, 3 months in Austria, and then 3 months in Italy. At the end, in addition to the master's degree program, they obtain this complementary degree in global business. We also offer the possibility to attend a summer school in partnership with Augsburg and Indiana universities. Of course, we are members of the Erasmus Plus program, so all kinds of Erasmus opportunities are there for you. We are also members of the Erasmus traineeships programs. So we offer scholarships for internships in the European countries, but also we offer the opportunity to students who want to explore experiences in terms of working in firms and organizations abroad, also outside the European Union, so China and the rest of the world. I'm also happy to tell you that many other projects for internationalization are in the pipeline, so be ready. In terms of situations that occur at the university, we also have the possibility for you to attend classes with many visiting professors who come from a variety of countries, as you can see here. Not only this, we also have strong relationships with national and international firms. Each year, we have about 55 students who participate in more internships abroad and really come back with an amazing experience, not only in how to run a company, how to work for a financial institution, but also how to deal with intercultural issues. We will dig deeper into this aspect later when one of the testimonials, an alumni of this program, will tell you what it meant for him to attend an internship abroad. Regarding the teaching methods, our professors continuously invest in their own training in order to offer, to be at the forefront of teaching, so to offer you a high quality, quality pedagogical experience. Of course, like many others, we invest in high interaction, not only within groups of students, but also between students and professors. We invest a lot in teamwork activities, but I think that the most relevant aspect of our entire program is represented by the field projects. The possibility for you guys to participate in collaborations with companies. Companies come to us, asking to solve problems, to offer advice, consultancy, and we offer this opportunity to work with companies to our classrooms, to our students. So students, along with professors and companies, developed projects together and work side by side. Then we also have thought about new opportunities, additional courses that you can choose, like the Fly Higher courses. Fly Highers are advanced courses of 1 to 2 credits reserved for students with high academic performance. Here, students have all types of possibilities to explore particular skills like public speaking, report writing, survey methods, and so on and so forth. We also have a Fly Higher course on text mining, for example. But in the philosophy of our course, it's also important that every student has a chance to succeed. This is why we have designed the No One Left Behind program. Here we're talking about courses for students who need to have some support throughout the course of their studies and to fill the gaps. So we have specific courses for those types of students who need to fill specific gaps in their career. In addition, we also have Microsoft courses offered in partnership with Microsoft and delivered by Microsoft consultants. In terms of job opportunities, here is a list of the many possibilities you have to get to know real cases and work with companies and start building a relationship with these companies. So we have non-mandatory internships. We give you access to field projects, as said before. We offer the possibility to explore real case studies, so to work with real companies and develop solutions with them. And also we often invite guest speakers like top managers, bankers, financial advisors, consultants, and entrepreneurs. They represent role models for you students, potential students, and this aspect is also very important to be the first relationships. So we have the 3 major curricula. As I told you before, international management and digital business, banking and finance, and marketing management. Let's now go through them, and I will briefly introduce you to the international management and digital business curricula. As you can see from the study plan that we are projecting here, there are a lot of courses that are dedicated to the focus on multinational enterprises and the digitalization of firms. Let me just stress the fact that within this major, we offer you the possibility to choose the courses that are most interesting for you in terms of additional specializations that you might want to decide to have. So we have the specialization on entrepreneurship and innovation, where we invest in business venturing courses, digital business models, digital marketing, family business. But we also offer the possibility to really understand how to manage multinational enterprises and promote international entrepreneurship with international business and trade courses, special issues in international economics, international business management advanced. Finally, for those who aim at a career more related to managing people, here you have the possibility to go for a specialization in human resources by choosing courses such as managing people, organizational behavior, personal economics, social topics. So you can really appreciate the fact that within every major, there is still flexibility for you to choose what is most interesting and most fruitful for your own preparation. So let's now have a look at the potential professional roles students who choose this first major might have. Here is the list. So let's have a look. Digital project manager is a potential professional role that you can perform after this program. Junior digital advisor is another role. Other important roles refer to import and export, junior management, entrepreneurship, human resource manager, international key account manager, and project manager. So all the professional roles related to management with the focus on digitalization and internationalization belong to this major. I think that now the time is ripe to turn the floor over to Professor Andreini for the presentation of the marketing management curricula.
Thank you very much, Christina. I'm very excited to be here with you today, in order to present the marketing management curriculum. And the marketing management curriculum is designed for students who aim at specializing in marketing, communication, sales in digital and non-digital context. So students will learn how to work in multiple contexts like manufacturing, service, B2B, B2C, and how to develop marketing strategies, research, and also marketing operations. As the director of the department said before, we are in a very dynamic industrial context. So students will have the opportunity to experience marketing from a different point of view. So we will start the first year with market research course, and we have also the marketing strategy and brand management course, industrial and trade marketing, and then we add some other course about finance, statistics, and we have also internationalization course, and also some other course about banking and insurance. This is very, very important to mix up the marketing course with more specialized course. We have also digital marketing course and also psychological and social marketing course. What are the opportunity for students? Students can do their internship or even to enter in companies as a junior marketing manager, digital marketing manager, social media manager, and brand managers, but also in sales. Many companies are searching for key account, sales managers, channel managers, and as well as consultants. So in market as a marketing analyst or junior marketing advisor or advisor in web and communication agencies. We will have some students, ex-students, alumni that will explain you this great opportunity to enter in the marketing environment and context, even in the territory of Bergamo, but also in Milan and other provinces. So I leave the floor to the next curriculum, that is banking and finance. Hi, Manuela.
See me? Here I am. Okay. So hi, everybody, and welcome also from my side. My name is Manuela Geragno, and I am Associate Professor of Finance at Bergamo University. And my task today is to present you the curriculum in banking and finance. Let me first spend a few words to describe you the financial field in general terms. That is, the financial sector it can be considered, can be qualified, I think, by three words. The first one is systemic, because the financial sector is at the core of any economic system. I mean, any kind of company sooner or later will get in touch with a bank, or any kind of individual in terms of investor, for instance, will get in touch, will have a need to satisfy to invest and manage their own resources. So banks and finance are, as I said, at the core of economy. The second point is that this is a complex field, exactly for the same reason, coming as a consequence of this systemic role. The complexity of this particular sector requires, if you want to work in this particular sector, knowledge that should include different topics. And for this reason, you can also appreciate from our curricula, we aim at building a strong background in finance in finance topics, as well as in management. We also have some management courses that are needed to know how to run a bank, which at the very end is a company like the others, if you want, with some specialtiness. But also we need the background in law, because the law is shaping strongly the characteristics of the financial field. So for these reasons, as I said, I think that the curricula is particularly rich and diversified. You have some compulsory topics that you must take either in the first or in the second year, like, for instance, banks and insurance management, or asset management and private banking, and some other basics concerning, for instance, statistics and international accounting, as well as, for instance, international business and trade, and credit and operational risk. So in the first year, basically, you have to follow, then depending also on the path you are going to select, the program, the program as it is. But then in the second year, you have also the possibility to select some elective courses, and so if you want to personalize your knowledge according also to what are your own preferences and inspiration. Let me then specify that we have 3 different paths in the banking and finance curricula. The first one is the so-called CFA investment and private banks, and aims at preparing basically financial analysts. In particular, the CFA, the Chartered Financial Analyst program, is a well-recognized international program certified by a specific company, the CFA Institute, that recognize, let's say, the capabilities and the competencies of financial advisors. And the University of Bergamo is going to receive the affiliation from CFA, and will offer to their students also the possibility to get a scholarship to take at least the first level of the CFA program. For those of you that instead may be more interested to work in the finance function, but inside the company, I would suggest the finance and control part that stresses in particular the strategic management accounting, and let's say has a higher management content than the previous part. We then have a third part that is called banks and other financial intermediaries, that basically aims at preparing people that maybe is interested to go and work in more traditional institutions like banks, for instance, but also, I would say, insurance companies, as well as asset managers or investment companies. Let me also highlight the fact that our program is particularly devoted to prepare people that want to, let's say, have or they want to look for a job in a managerial function, I would say. Or said in other words, we, as I said, we stress the practical side of the financial field, and this is what makes the difference between our program and other programs that you can find, even also in the University of Bergamo. In particular, there is another economics and finance program that is offered. And I would say that our program is more practically oriented. So as I said, we want to prepare managers, we want to prepare financial advisors, while the other program has a much higher quantitative knowledge content, and is more devoted, let's say, towards research and towards, you know, jobs that you can find, for instance, in a research institute at the central bank or alike. Okay, so that's the main difference. As far as the possible jobs you could look for then with the banking and finance curricula, I already mentioned some example. Inside the bank, what you could do, well, you could go and work with the retail branch. That means with the individual customers, or you may opt for a corporate investment banking, so the financial services that are offered to large corporations. Or you may also opt for private banking, an area that is enlarging every day more and more, that deals with high net worth individuals. Or you eventually could also prefer to cover or to look for a job in the compliance and risk manager function that inside the bank nowadays became really very relevant. Otherwise, if you don't want to go to work, you are not looking for a job in a bank, you may opt for a firm in particular. You could have a function in the financial and investment strategy department or in the risk management department. Or other types of jobs you could look for, as I mentioned, insurance field, the leasing field, the consumer credit. But also, let me add, if you want, again, the financial advisory area and the fintech area as well. There are plenty of new startups and companies that received also relevant investment to develop new way to produce and offer their services to the financial community. And so the overall industry is under a profound changing period of change. And I'm sure that also new jobs and new possibilities will definitely open up in this fintech world. So thank you, and I hope you will be interested by our finance offer.
Great. Thank you very much, Professor Geragno and Professor Daniela Andreini, for presenting the two curricula. Now let's go through some slides that are more like, procedural and technical. Here you see projected the slide with the contacts. So scan it if you want to have a full overview of the possible contacts you can have with us in order to dig deeper into this program. Then in terms of admission criteria, it's important to highlight that applicants are required, of course, an English level B2 at least, according to the Common European Framework of Reference for Foreign Languages. For information on how to apply, pre-enrollment forms, admission tests, and so on, scan this QR code and you will find the webpage that guides you towards the process. Let me inform you that the pre-enrollments have opened yesterday and will be open for 1 week. You have to apply if you are a non-Italian student by submitting the documents that are listed here. So the copy of the bachelor, the copy of the official academic transcript or diploma supplement, an English certificate, as I told you before, at least B2, the copy of your valid passport, and the major area form. Here you see a link, which is exactly the same one that is presented in the previous slide. So if you need to scan it, here again, you see where to go in order to explore the application process. It's important for me to also briefly mention the dates regarding the pre-enrollments. We have 2 calls open at the moment. The first one, as I told you, is already open, so you can already apply to this program from February 8th up until February 16th. Then you will be notified of the outcome of this pre-evaluation by April 15. The second call goes from March 8 up to March 18, and you will be notified by the 20th of May. So please do have a look at the website for all the procedural aspects. Here in the wings, we also have some tutors from the Internationalization Office who are very willing to answer your questions, which you might eventually have on the procedural aspects. So you feel also free to start writing in the chat eventual questions that you might have in order to receive clarifications. Now it's time to turn the floor over to two previous former students, Asia Littlewood and Filippo Carrara. They will share their experience with you. Let's start with Asia. Asia, I leave you the floor for sharing with us your experience as a former student in this program.
Thank you, Professor Bettinelli. Hi, everybody. I'm super happy to be sharing my experience at the University of Bergamo. As anticipated, my name is Asia Littlewood, and I'm a marketing analyst at Switcho, which is a fintech company based in Milan. I graduated last year in July 2021, and today I would like to tell you about my personal experience and also the doubts I had after my bachelor's degree. I did my bachelor's at the University of Brescia, so a different one. It was very theoretical, as probably every bachelor, as they have to give you the basis. But for my master's, I was looking for something more practical and which could give me a good and comprehensive basis to pursue different paths later on, because I didn't have it clear in my mind what I wanted to do after my master's. So I started evaluating the courses at different universities, both in Italy, Europe, and abroad, specifically in the United States. I chose what drove me to choose the University of Bergamo was the prospect of taking many courses enriched with projects, but also the cooperation with international companies of any size and the contribution of international visiting professors. Furthermore, the University of Bergamo provided me with the opportunity of deepening my knowledge on a variety of topics, from management to marketing to international finance. Basically, anything you could ask for, you can go over it and go very deeply into it. At the University of Bergamo, I found this and much more. In fact, I was able to take part in different projects. Of course, I have to tell you that it requires a lot of effort, but if you're determined to make the most out of it and are ready to work very hard, you can get much more than what you expected. Furthermore, independently from the incredible opportunities that are given by the University of Bergamo, I would also like to emphasize the role and the commitment that the professors have. If you're determined to invest your energy and resources into this course, you will be given opportunities which you cannot predict them. The professors are extremely involved in your academic life. They are constantly pushing you to give more and are giving you incredible opportunities. Among others, I would like to give you my personal experience. I was able to collaborate to the publication of a paper, academic research paper, in one of the most important journals of marketing. And also I was given, and that's completely different from this experience, I was able to work as a research assistant in a project involving CNH, which is a multinational corporation, like super huge, operating in agriculture and construction. In this occasion, we collaborated with CNH managers, like closely collaborated with them in the development and the optimization of their sustainability objectives. After all this, toward the end of my master's, I was extremely confused. I didn't know what I wanted to do after graduation, and I was conflicted between continuing in academics or starting to work in a company. In order to make sense of what I wanted, I talked to my professors, who helped me not only by talking about their personal experiences. They gave me a huge help in understanding what they went through, but also they set up meetings with recruiters. So they went more than the extra step, like extra 1,000 steps. I was able, for instance, to talk to an HR manager for PwC, which opened my mind in what I could have done after university. But to sum it up, independently from your choice, I can tell you that because of the practical and theoretical preparation and the amazing learning opportunities you'll be given by the faculty at the University of Bergamo, you'll be able to choose any path you want. Just to be tangible and go a little bit deeper in what you can get after your master's, I received several offers for very good positions, both in Italy and abroad. I could have chosen to work in a consulting company, one of the big fours. I don't know if you're familiar with them, like PwC, KPMG, etc. Or I could have continued studying with a PhD, or starting, as I did, working in a startup because I was interested also in the financial aspect. So that's why I chose my current firm, that would be Switcho, a fintech company. Basically, I was able to cherry pick the company I wanted to work with. I would like to conclude. Hopefully, I stayed within the time limits and I did not bore you. It's definitely not easy, but it's definitely worth it. And if I could go back in time, I would choose the University of Bergamo like thousands and thousands more time. If you want, you can contact me at my email. I think we already discussed this with Professor Bettinelli. I think she will give it to you in the chat. And also you can reach me out on LinkedIn or whatever. So that will be it. Thank you.
Thank you, Asia. Now I leave the floor to Filippo Carrara.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Bettinelli, for the introduction. First of all, so let me introduce myself. I'm Filippo Carrara. I'm a former student of the University of Bergamo, where I graduated in October 2020. For my master's degree, I selected the Management, Marketing, and Finance curricula. In my opinion, I think that the course offers both a very in-depth specialization, but at the same time, from my experience, it can open, as also Asia said, it can open different doors from a professional and academic point of view. And what I appreciated most about this course was the international perspective. I collaborated with colleagues from all over the world. I listened to lectures by many foreign professors, and it became like a sort of routine to listen, for example, a lecture from an American professor for preparing, I don't know, then a report with a team of Indian and French students. This kind, of course, of international perspective not only opens your mind, but I think that also allow you to travel around the world every day, you can say. Also, if you always stay in the University of Bergamo. So this is something that I really appreciated. And two other adjectives that I would use are, I think, to describe the University of Bergamo could be proactive and practical. This was one of the first elements that I considered most when I chose Bergamo as university. In Italy, the problem is that many degree courses, also master's degree courses, are often very theoretical and not very attentive to practice. From my experience, instead, the University of Bergamo offered a more concrete path, and I appreciated the constant request to put into practice what we learned with boot camps and teamworks and other activities. For example, to cite an example, I spent with the University of Bergamo more than 2 weeks in Milan. I collaborated together with a team of international students with the Starbucks and with a Starbucks consultant to analyze the Italian market. Starbucks was in the entry phase at the time, and in order to understand the potential of Starbucks in our market. And thanks to this opportunity, then I was able also to collaborate with great international managers from a multinational company. I was able to visit the Starbucks Italia headquarters, talking with customers, talking with collaborators. And also in this case, of course, what I appreciate is that the knowledge that I developed during the classroom and during lessons, I have been able to implement in the field this knowledge, comparing myself, of course, with a multinational realty. Again, another experience, a fundamental experience offered by the university is the internship. I had the possibility to live for more than 4 months in the United States, in Washington D.C. in particular, and of course this experience really changed my life. And I have to recognize that without the support of the University of Bergamo, would it be difficult to organize this type of activity, both on a procedural point of view and also on a financial point of view. The University of Bergamo in this case accompanied me both on the bureaucratic preparation phase, but also, for example, in the visa or searching for a sponsorship, but also in the financial point of view, thanks to a scholarship. It's important, in my opinion, to underline the fact that, as also Asia said, these opportunities that are offered by the university are not open for everyone. I mean, the University of Bergamo is able to offer a lot to its students, but at the same time requires a lot of commitment. So I think that from my experience, I would recommend this university and the University of Bergamo to anyone who really want to get involved in the activities that the University of Bergamo offer, and who, of course, is willing to work hard. If your objective, if your goal is just to follow and to listen to lectures and to visit classroom and then preparing for the exams, maybe the University of Bergamo is not the university that you have to choose. On the other hand, if you want to really work with international colleagues and get involved at, like we say, 360 degrees in an international environment, and working for several hours a day with international professors and maybe sometimes also in the evening, then I think that in this case, the University of Bergamo is really a perfect choice for you, and will not, as Asia said, and I agree with Asia, will not disappoint your expectation. And just to conclude, also in my experience, the curriculum and the University of Bergamo was also very appreciated in the workspace. Less than 1 month after graduation, I was selected by Brembo. Brembo is an international multinational company that is a leading company in the world of automotive sector, for a marketing position in its headquarters. And so also on a on the field point of view, the University of Bergamo really did not disappoint my expectation. So as Asia, I'm available for any doubts or any clarification. Bettinelli, Professor Bettinelli will share my contact, and I hope that with this short speech I helped you with in this important choice. And so good luck and in bocca al lupo, as we say in Italy.
Thank you, Filippo, for sharing your experience. I think that now we are reaching the end of this presentation. Let me just briefly remind you that we are available for any questions in the chat. I will also post in the chat the contact of Filippo Carrara if you want to know more about his history and his background. So we have already addressed the questions written in the chat. Let's wait for another couple of minutes if other questions come. Otherwise, we will close the meeting. Okay, let's wait. I think we have covered everything, right, Daniela and Manuela?
Hi. Just to be clear about the way to enroll to this master degree program for the international students, you have already all the information. But for the Italian student, we are asking you to wait some weeks. In a few weeks, all the details will be published in the website, as I wrote in the in the chat. Some other question that usually students make is what is the difference between doing a master level degree in English or in Italian? Yes, for Italian students, they have this DAP. Okay, what type of degree to choose? And my suggestion is to really understand how you see yourself in the next future. If you are thinking about you abroad or in a very international context, I think that this is the right degree for you, because it's the right program for you. Because with this program you have a lot of opportunities to get in touch with international students, international professors, as all the alumni told us, how Asia told us, for instance. So other question is about the compatibility with the work and with a job and the study. Yes, be aware that as everybody here told you, this is a very compelling program. So if you want to do it in a very focused way, you have to dedicate most of your time, at least the first and a half year. This is a great opportunity, 2 years learning experience that will sign your life in the future.
Thank you. Great. I think we are done. Thanks for being here, and good luck with your choices.